Okay, this is take 4 of my recording. First 2 failed, third one the doorbell went, and this is number 4. So here's an update on what's happening with the track. I've seen loads and loads of videos of people building their layouts, other modelers, and they've got some great ideas, and I've decided to spice up my layout a little bit. So, starting at the left, I'm going to have a container port here which includes a model container ship. So I need to lower that section down to bring it in line with the main board. And across there will be a gantry crane which will be used to get containers off the ship and onto wagons, and that will move up and down. At the back will be a traversing crane and a road coming in for lorries, which will bring and take containers from this 4th track. Behind that will be oil depot, oil containers. So it's going to be a heavy industry. And as we come down here, the lanes, the tracks will throttle down to a single piece joining the main line. The main line comes from underneath. There's the helix and the fiddle yard, so that then comes up through there. It comes around, it's joined by the industry section and carries on moving up to a higher level where it curves round and joins the main station. The back track you can see is my branch line, which stays at the higher level here, will be extended eventually to cover up the gap once I get the track going down to the helix, and there'll be some sort of small country station there, or small town station with some low relief housing like that, for example, to provide a bit more depth and interest. So that branch line then comes back round and comes into the main station area. The main station's got 5 lines. First of all, you've got the 2 central lines, which are the fast lines, coming in. And the purpose of those is to allow goods trains to run straight through without interfering with passenger services, or to have some sort of fast passenger line that's going to run it through. Remembering I've got the helix underground storage, I can have different trains passing through, express trains. You then have coming into the station, it peels off left and right to go to the main 2 platforms, as well as a point here to allow for some sort of additional storage heading back to the left. As an indication only, there'll be a double platform at the back between the branch line and this upline platform, which will extend across. And at the front, there'll be a single platform which will then be providing access to the station building. The station building's a different height from the top rail level and also from the main baseboard, just so I can again create a bit more dimensional interest. To the right will be a car park with a retaining wall, which will then back onto what will be more of the countryside farmland section. But coming round to the left, there'll be the station building, and I'll engineer that so we then get the elevation correctly going up to the main board. Stepping down in front of the main station, there will be a road network with a tunnel. That's a train portal, but I'll put a road tunnel in to allow cars to go in there. Along here will be road, pavement and arches with shops. That should come along here, and in front of that I will have a range of scenics, playgrounds, park areas, maybe some more buildings, we'll see. As we come around the corner, I'll most probably put more road coming out here and then to have that sort of going down. And then we'll build more of a town scene here. Now this is quite a large area, it really is quite big. And I do need to still consider more of the storage for my wagons for the freight. So I will play around with this. The exact dimensions and what will go down here will be decided as we get a bit further. But one thing I am looking at is car automation, So leveraging these roads I'm going to put sort of up, along, and then out to the right, and then sort of the two bridges, I'm going to investigate putting car automation there to have the cars driving around as well, which I think will be an interesting, nice touch. So that's the plan for that bottom level. Coming out of the station again, this is where I'll start to build up some scenics with foam board and have some farmlands, some animals and various bits and pieces there. And that will come around to the right, and I'm going to take advantage of the height that I've got here to introduce a viaduct, which will come along. I will most probably bring some of this down a bit to create more height, but I'll have to finish building my viaduct first to look at the actual dimensions and height I've got there. That will then come round, it'll drop down to fill something on my workbench area here right now, which is that 2.4 by 1.2 metre space, but not even thinking about that right now. So jobs. Job one is to cut out that section there for the container ship. Not a big deal, reciprocator saw, left, right, lower it down, brace it in. Not too difficult, he says, but being an absolute amateur, it most probably take me a long time. Job two is to sort out the scenics, to raise them up, as I mentioned. That may also involve raising up the TV, because I'm going to hit that, I think. But that's fine. And then job three, put off the inevitable, lay some bloomin' track. I've been putting it off and putting it off, changing my design. I've got to put track to board now and actually start to lay it. So what I will do is I will start with this station run. If I can get the straights on first, well, get the points in, get the straights through, get them wired up, get the point motors in, it'll then be nice to actually be able to do something and prove something works and feel a sense of accomplishment. So those are my tasks right now. I'm going to crack on with them. I'll let you know how they go and post some more videos soon. Thanks for watching. And hopefully this is recorded.